Hello everybody. So yeah, it's been 20 years since I started playing guitar, and it got me into a reflection about, what it means to have music and to have guitar in my life after all those years. And yeah, I wanted to share a few things with you, and also do an update about what I've been doing in the past few years, because I've been a bit less present on YouTube, and also what I'm working on at the moment and what's coming. So I got my first guitar at Christmas in 2005. It was like an entry-level PV, which at the time felt just like the best guitar in the world. It was incredible, and yeah, I like to think about those early memories of discovering the instrument and how it felt. And yeah, I could spend hours just trying to learn songs. I started with stuff like, Green Day, Nirvana songs, then Iron Maiden, Metallica, but not the hard ones. And I quickly became really passionate about it, and especially when I discovered John Petrucci and like Paul Gilbert and those shredders, and I wanted to be able to play fast. So pretty early in my journey, I started to practice a lot of scales, a lot of arpeggios, sweep picking, alternate picking. I've had the chance to have a good teacher pretty soon in my journey, who showed me how to practice aiming for precision and clarity in my playing. So yeah, I've been lucky with that. I still today feel pretty much the same feeling when I'm practicing my instrument, and I still have, the sensation or the impression that I've just started, and there are so much things to work on, so much more things I want to learn, so much I want to improve. And yeah, and I think first of all, I would say I'm really grateful to still have this excitation and this enthusiasm about the instrument. And it's still one of my favorite part of the day, and one of my favorite part of music in general, just being able to be alone with my instrument and working on my craft, and just, it feels great. And I suppose that at this point in my life, I view really this, we say practicing, but I view this as a practice. It's something I want to do every day, and it's also something that gives me a lot. I think practicing at this stage for me feels almost like meditation. It's an opportunity for me to, align my mind and my body on one thing, and not be thinking about what's going on in the world, what I want to eat for dinner, any of that stuff. Just to be really present. And I've noticed that doing a good practice session can be an hour, hour and a half, can be more. But I just noticed that after doing it, I feel just better. So yes, secondly, I would say I am really grateful to still be able to play at all, because I've had some pretty bad injuries and problems with chronic pain in both my arms for 6 years. It started in 2013, and it was kind of on and off until 2019, when I finally was able to resolve that. So I might do a video about those injuries and how I was able to go past them and to finally be able to play with no pain. I might do a video because it might maybe help some people who have problems or experience something similar. So yeah, in 2019 I was actually looking to maybe change profession because of those injuries. I was not able to play without pain for more than 20 minutes, let's say, and it was awful. So happily I was able to find a good physio who really helped me with that, and now I can play without pain, and it's just awesome. So it brings me to the next point, which is that I'm really grateful also to be able to do it professionally and to make a living out of playing guitar. You know, to be able to play music every day, to do concert and put a smile on people's face, it's awesome. To be able to create original music and share it with people, to teach also. I really like to share my passion and my knowledge with people. It's just something I truly enjoy. So yeah, another thing to be grateful for. Don't get me wrong, I mean, music is not an easy line of work. I certainly have had, you know, big highs and big lows. It certainly has been pretty hectic in terms of the amount of work that I've put in. But, you know, I love it, and I try to be a positive person, so I try to focus more on the good than the bad stuff. Okay, so now the update part of the video. So in the past few years, I know I've been a bit less present on YouTube. I've kind of uploaded videos a bit randomly. I've never considered myself really a YouTuber because I wanted to do many other things in the world of music. So yeah, I've been working on albums with different projects. I've been teaching. I've been working also as a recording guitar player for different artists, different projects. I've done, you know, publicity music, radio jingles, video game music, not as a composer, but just as a guitar player playing parts that the composer would send me to play. And I've also had the chance to work as a composer for, you know, a kind of prog metal project for a singer in California. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So other than studio projects, I also have had a chance to tour with Carl Mayotte quite a bit. We've been playing many shows in Quebec, but also for the last 3 years we've been going all over Canada for different tours. We've been to France for the first time in September last year. So yeah, pretty grateful to be able to do that. And finally, I've been teaching quite a lot too. I really enjoy teaching guitar. It's just amazing. I teach one-on-one lessons here in the studio, online, on Zoom, and I also teach in college at Campus Notre-Dame de Foix in Quebec. So yeah, the other thing that's been going on in the past few years is we bought our first home with my girlfriend, which is where I am now. So that required a lot of time and effort to put it, you know, to make it functional to our taste. And you know, we've built all that you see. It wasn't like that when we came before. You know, all the acoustic panels and all of the treatment of the studio, we did all of it ourselves with the help of good friends and my father. So yeah, that was a pretty big project. I'm sure if there are some homeowners in the viewers, you can relate to that. So another thing that I've been doing in the past few years is actually mixing. So I've mixed a couple of albums from different projects that I was also playing guitars on. And I've mixed a few things for friends and just people musicians with whom I play, because you know, I haven't been advertising myself as a mixing engineer or anything of that sort, but it's certainly something I enjoy doing. So yeah. Okay, so now what am I working on currently? I'm actually trying to do less stuff because I've been doing a lot in the last years. So I'm teaching, you know, in college, and also one-on-one lessons on Zoom. I am playing with Call Me Out and working on the new album too. And finally, I work on my own stuff. So I started last year to compose a full album that I think will be ready and will come out in 2027. So there's that I'm very, very excited about. I am now composing the sixth song of the album. I envision maybe 10 or 11, so still a lot to compose this year. But yeah, I'm working on that. And then there's also my, you know, the YouTube channel that I want to be more consistent with my uploads and be more present in general on the different social platforms. Yeah, so what's coming in the next year and maybe in 2027, I really want to be more consistent with my YouTube uploads and my presence on social medias. I aim to upload one video every Sunday, so I'll really work hard to stick to that. And then I'm also working, like I mentioned before, on my album that I wish to release in 2027. So a lot of work still needed on that. So it will be instrumental guitar music. It's just something I really enjoy, and I want to contribute to this music genre, this very niche music genre, but that I really like very much. Other than that, I want to teach a bit more this year. So if you're interested in one-on-one guitar lessons by Zoom, you can contact me. I will put the link in the description. Finally, I still want to play live. I think it's really important to play with other musicians and just to share music with an audience and to have this connection. I think it's truly wonderful, and it's something I want to keep, you know, in the balance of what I do as a musician. I think it's really important. And related to that, we have a couple of tours coming with Call Me Out. We are going in Western Canada in March, and we'll do a good chunk of Quebec and Ontario actually in April and May. To end this video, I wanted to put a few excerpts from different albums that I've worked on in the past years. And yeah, thank you for watching.